Hey YouTube, hey guys, how's it going? Thomas here, and I would like to welcome you guys to my Factorio YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, I've been playing Factorio probably for over 2 years now. I got into Factorio probably back on version 1.4, but I really spent most of my time playing version 1.5. Now we're on version 1.6, and we're going to continue to come out with new versions. As far as this channel goes here on YouTube, we're going to set it up so that for each version of the game, most of the videos is going to be in its own playlist. So if you're interested in version 1.5, look at the 1.5 playlist. 1.6, look at the videos in 1.6. And I do a lot of video tutorials, how-tos, and we're going to go over different like designs and blueprints and stuff like that, talk about things like that here on this channel. We're also going to talk about other things as well. Now, we're also going to have our own game going, so I'm going to have general game footage like any other YouTube channel and stuff like that, so you guys can definitely check that out. But this here is the login screen, and what I want to do here is we're going to actually go here into our new games, I do believe. And actually, no, we want to go back. We want to go back to the actual main lobby here. And we're going to look at our mods first. Keep that in mind. So some of you guys might wonder, what type of mods am I going to be running on the game? I know some people use mods, other people don't. And as far as mods go, if I jump into a new game with a friend or someone, we want to get a quick start going, we'll do like a better quick start, which is this right here, mod. But for the most part, I don't like using mods. I don't like to think of myself as a cheater and stuff like that. So the mods that I am using are very similar mods that are on other popular RTS games and other, city builder games, stuff like that. And mods that I'm used to, basically they are considered as general game features. On Factorio, they're referred to as mods. So some of this stuff is stuff that I'm going to implement. Now, I constantly do a lot of research from time to time. So and it's just basic within the game is research in general. So we're going to actually use a mod, and one of the mods I will be using on this channel is auto research. It's basically research automatically starts on its own. That way you're not clicking and going up, hitting T, selecting the research. It'll just automatically run itself. That makes life a lot easier. And typically if you're in multiplayer and you're playing with a few friends, someone's going to pick whatever they need to research based on what they're doing, and they're going to select the research. So that's how that rolls and stuff normally. But as far as I'm concerned, using auto research, really isn't a cheat or a hack. The base mod is, I do believe, the standard with the game itself. Big Brother gives you a type of ability where you can actually research and upgrade your in-game radar so they reach further, they can see more on the map, which is kind of important, especially since we are making YouTube videos and stuff like that. But, the one thing that I will be doing is I'm going to be using mods that's not going to give me really an advantage, or it's going to really change the game so much, but it's stuff that I can actually earn as achievements, as well as stuff that I can get through research and development and stuff like that. So that's kind of mods that I look for. Bottleneck is something that I might use from time to time. It's not all that important, but basically it puts a red, yellow, or red marker on machines. Green if the machine's doing good. If it's struggling to keep up, if it's not getting the right input, it'll be yellow, and if it's getting no input, it turns red. That way you can spot problems in your base very quickly. Crafting speed research is another mod that I'll be using on this channel. This basically allows you to actually upgrade your crafting speed so you can craft stuff in your inventory faster. This is achieved through research. Robot expansion technology, allows construction robots and stuff to move faster, stuff like that. This is also a technology. This is research that you have to do as well. We also have a calculator tool here that we can use where we can like drag and drop over top of machines to see the production rate and stuff. This is just more of like a general calculator tool, stuff like that. So this will be good for doing demonstrations here on the channel to actually explain to you guys and show you guys production rates and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons we will be using that. Now I'm also going to have what's called Power Armor MK3 and then Power Armor MK4. The MK4 armor will allow me to go up to a 40x40 inventory with an actual inventory storage of 200 plus. The grid will be 40 by 40 for like laser turrets, personal lasers, robo ports, all that good stuff, and then I can have up to 200 inventory slots. But this is something that you actually have to research to unlock, and then you also have to upgrade to it as well. So that's another thing. And the final add-on that we will be using is what's called the Automatic Builder and Planner, which is basically a drag and drop. You know how you have like regular belts in your starting area, and then as you upgrade and develop, you have a lot of red belts, and then you get express belts. Well, this is just a simple drag and drop tool that will give you the ability to upgrade just from regular belts to express belts, or you can update all of your factories or something like that. You can take all of your furnaces and switch them from regular furnaces to steel furnaces without having to run down through there and click on each individual furnace. So this is a great tool to do that with. It saves time. It's going to get changed one way or the other. This just makes life a lot easier. I don't think of it as a cheat. I think of it as an upgrade tool, because a lot of games do have it where you can click a building, select it. Game like city builders that are like road based, you can click on the road and you can say upgrade road type, whatever, and it will upgrade the road, and that's just built into the game. And Factorio doesn't have that, but that's what I think of this as, is just an upgrade. Now, as far as add-ons that are listed here that I do not have enabled right now, we'll talk about a few of those that I have. Some are blueprints, some are bags. Blueprint Janitor gets rid of like extra items that are in my inventory. So if I have one blueprint that's in there and I have another one that's identical to it, it'll delete the identical blueprint. That way I don't have two of the same blueprints in my inventory. So that makes life easier. This keeps Clockwork keeps the game fully daytime. Creative mode is basically, it's an editing tool. It's pure hack, more or less. I'm not going to be using that. Deep Core Mine, if a mine or something like that would run out, you can actually use Deep Core Mine and actually put like a core miner there or something. It allows you to get more from a mine. That idea actually comes from another game that I used to play, and I actually like that there, but I'm not going to be using that. I don't want to put stuff in my YouTube videos, especially mods and stuff, that change the game too much, because it'll confuse a lot of you guys, especially you guys. Most of you are probably going to be new players, just getting started with Factorio. I don't want to confuse you, so I don't want to be putting too many mods on the game to really change it. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that. People are sitting there watching their videos and like all these interfaces, like, well, how do I get that building? How do I get that? And it's like, oh, that's a mod. That's a mod. I don't want that on my videos. But I do want a lot of just really basic mods and, research upgrades and stuff like that. That does make the game more enjoyable. Craft and research is going to be for your guys' benefit, believe me, because most of the stuff I'm doing is with factories. I do make some stuff limited in my inventory, but if you guys are watching a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure you want fast crafting. I don't think you guys want to stand there and watch stuff crafted in inventory for 2 or 3 minutes. So definitely for you guys and your guys' benefit, there's things like faster start. This is where you can actually get construction robots instantly at the start of a game. Probably will never use that. The infinite robots basically makes the cargo capacity, research infinite. Now, this is a mod that I will probably enable in late game. That's when you have 50 or 100,000 construction robots flying around your base. When you have so many logistic robots, your game is starting to lag out. This is something that I will toggle on, just due to the fact that, I need my logistic robots carrying as much as they can to, reduce lag ultimately. So this here is actually a solution to solve that problem. Some of these add-ons and mods are stuff that friends of mine have on multiplayer servers, and I don't use them. But, basically there's things like more armor and stuff. There's things like natural evolution of enemies. Now, this is something that we will probably play with in some of our later videos, especially our very hostile videos where we talk about guns and weapon designs and turrets and stuff like that. So this is something we have, and then I might enable the personal teleporter if we get a really big base, just to speed things up for YouTube. Normally, I'll just run around. I don't care. Most of the times, I'll throw down run on my express belts and stuff like that, which gets me there fast. And then because I have the extra skeleton and stuff in my inventory, I can move fast that way as well. So that's just a few of the things. And this here, and then also have a water pump, which basically allows me to pump for water and stuff. So I can pretty much get water anywhere on the map. I won't be using that probably, but I do have a few. But these are just some of the basic mods and stuff that I will be using for the game. Now, as far as gameplay settings, let's go ahead and click play. Let's go to a new game. And I don't as far as basic goes, I would rather something harder. So I'm going to probably play Death World. And I really love the whole Rail World concept. This is something I really like. I like the Rail World, but I wish they had like a Rail World / Death World combo. Hope the developers will implement that in the future. But we'll do a Death World, and we're going to customize it. So we'll come in here and make our frequencies for everything to very low. This way the stuff doesn't spawn on the map very often. It's like very low, and that way everything's really spaced out, which encourages, the construction of rails for things like Rail World. We'll make the size for everything very big. And, because we are going to be fighting a lot of trash, and by the time we get to wherever we're going, we're probably going to be desperate in need of resources, and the richness will all be very good. This will help prevent me from having to relocate my base very often. Plus, because we are going to be fighting for all of expansion, it's going to be very difficult to move out. So we do need to make sure we do have everything that we need to have and stuff like that. Now, as far as terrain settings go, most of the starting zone is going to be small. I might crank that to medium. I think we're going to do small to give it a shot. If I wipe a few times, then I might have to go to medium and then restart the YouTube series. But this is my intro video for the channel. This is pretty much the map that we choose here today as the video, and is going to basically be the map that I'm probably going to use in most all of my videos. So as far as enemy base goes, we're going to put the richness to very good. Trees are going to be regular. Tree size, we'll put that to very small. I don't want a lot of trees. We don't want no cliffs. I absolutely don't need to deal with cliffs. I've had enough of that with some other RTSs and stuff. But enemy bases will be very high. The trees will be normal. Deserts will be very low. Sand will be very low. Dirt will be very low. I don't like a lot of that kind of crap on my games, so we'll put that stuff all very, very small. We'll leave it in there just for the sake of, but I don't like having to build on deserts. I don't like building on sands and stuff like that. But as far as grass goes, the frequency, I want it very high because I do like building on grass and very big. That's what I would prefer to build on. As far as water goes, we'll do very small water, and the frequency will be normal as well. That way there is water and stuff like that on the map and things of that nature. Actually, I think we'll leave the water frequency on a, instead of very small, we'll go with medium, just because that is the basic size and stuff. And as far as advanced settings go, we'll make the minimum group size, we'll raise that from 5 to, let's just go ahead and do 10, and then we'll make the maximum group size, we'll push that all the way up to 50. Minimum cooldown for attacks will be 1 minute, so that way we are getting attacked more frequently and it makes it more difficult. And then the maximum cool off will be dropped from 60 minutes to, let's go with say 30 minutes. 30 minutes I think would be more than enough. So, 60 minutes is too long and it gives our bots and stuff too much time to recover. Now I can change some of these other settings. I'm not going to really do that, but I think what we got here is pretty much where we're going to play at and stuff. It's going to be a lot more difficult, but this is going to be a custom death world. The resources going to be big. Everything's going to be very good, very big. The frequency will all be very low. This will encourage trains. The terrain size, as you can see, the starting area will be small. Everything else here will be water. If we have a lot of problems, we might just switch back to a medium, and then all of our advanced settings. So let's hit a generate preview. This is what we got right here so far, and I do not like this just from the look of it right here. And yeah, I definitely don't want to be having all my resources surrounded by water. It would actually be very defensively, but definitely not what we want here. This is a little bit better. I don't like the fact that I'm on all this dirt. I might have to just turn it off. I hate working on dirt and stuff. But there's also no coal here in this starting area. Actually, there is. There's a little coal right there. This might be a decent map, but I don't think I want to try playing it. I really don't. I just don't feel like this is my style of map to be on. So let's keep on looking here. Maybe we'll find a map or two here in a minute. I'm not really feeling this map here. This map actually don't look too bad. I do have oil right there in my starting area, but I don't want that. And I got copper, iron ore up here, which is great, and then more oil down here, but I don't like this here either. This kind of looks okay. Let's see how everything lays out here, because there is water down here. That's nice. We got some more stuff up here. We got some stuff here. This is a really kind of weird, awkward map. There's a big oil field up here to the north. That would be one of our projects and challenges to actually fight up there and get that. And then we got coal. We got water there. This would actually be ideal for a big refinery right in here because the water is right there and stuff. We could put a big refinery up here. We got coal up here too. Definitely a good starting area by far. Good map indeed, but I don't know about this here. But we do have, it looks like there's stone right there. We got our copper there. We got some coal up here. Our power plants would probably go right into this zone right above the coal. I can run my coal lines down to the copper, the iron, and the stone. And there is a lot of stuff on this map. I'm not really too fond of it, but let's see, where is our uranium? Because we are going to be needing that. There's not really a lot of uranium. There's some up here and here, but we are going to get into nuclear energy eventually, so we do need to have access to that uranium. But overall, I think this is kind of a weird map. There's a lot of water and stuff to the south and some different places and stuff like that. More water than I'm happy with. I don't really like a lot of water on a map. But I got a little bit of water in my starting area. We got a good starting area here. We could probably expand north to get into more of this, iron and stuff. And then there's actually a nice iron area here. There's also another good coal area right here. That's a nice section of coal. I think we're going to play this map, guys. As far as, what's on the map and stuff, as far I think a big problem we're going to struggle with on this map is oil. There's only one big oil field here. So we're going to really have to be expanding way out to get into that oil and stuff. But because we do have one big oil refinery, we will be doing relatively well with that. But this here, guys, is going to be our starting map. So guys, welcome to my Factorio YouTube channel. Let's get started. If you guys look up here to preview, the map seed is 232485433. That's going to be the seed it looks like. And let's go ahead and click play. All right, so as soon as we get loaded into this game here, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and look around just to see if we do want to be here. And actually, I do like this. We got some water here. We got some iron down here. We got a huge thing of stone, way more stone than what I was hoping we would have. But the iron deposit looks okay. We'll probably end up building some of our stuff over this way. We're going to expand out. We're going to have probably some of our early power plants right up here, but there's tons of trees here in the way. But that'll allow me, we can go ahead and start clearing that and everything and start up. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my videos, and I hope to see you guys soon in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Peace out, YouTube.